necessarily think so, but it could, because like if people backed the internet, then the internet continued to grow. Like IBM needed investment. They had a great idea, but then they needed the support of everybody, and they needed everybody to understand what the fuck it actually was before it actually like came into reality. So I guess virtual reality is getting closer to us being in a simulation, definitely.
But everything just like progressively, because the internet like initially wasn't what we know what the internet has today. The internet back in the day was just a like database and a like archive to go and look at these texts that people have written around the world that you could all go to, but you only had to be you had to be in a university setting with the resources to get the internet to be able to log onto the internet to look up these things.
Right. So you're saying like the privilege.
Yeah.
Like
you had to have the privilege and the want to go and see what it even was. And like for that time, it was like purely more of an intellectual thing because it was only for like going to look at like your like professors. Like,
it was for research.
Yeah. It was for research. It wasn't for like entertainment and shit.
Yeah.
Or, like anybody can go and say whatever the fuck they want.
Well, that's actually kind of funny. That's actually funny that you pointed that out because basically, yeah. So that actually makes sense because if you think about it, it's like the people who started. It's kind of like what's happened to hip hop. Because basically, the first people who put down hip hop, the first people who understand the idea, understand it for its most powerful use. Mm-hmm. And then as everyone else assimilates to being able to use it, then they start to attribute whatever they want it to be. So people now use it for entertainment, and people use it for having fun and shit like that because most people want that. Most people aren't fucking smart. Most people aren't using the internet just to Google shit and just to teach themselves shit. True. So I guess really from there, like in the conversation about are we going to be a simulation, it's
are the masses smart enough to even want to?
Well, no. They're dumb enough to want a simulation. They're dumb enough because if anybody who wants to step away from the human form to go to like the next level of something, it's not that they've mastered the human form because no one alive has. That's something that comes at the end of your lifetime. If you're lucky, you're like, all right, you know what? I pretty much get it. I'm gonna die now. Death. All right, I experienced death. Mm-hmm. Humans are so dumb that we want to know what it's like to experience death. Mm-hmm. To come back and tell the fucking story.
Exactly.
Okay, that's dumb.
It's not dumb.
You say it's not dumb.
It's not
we
dumb.
can say, yeah, I know, I get it. We can say it's love. We can say it's immortality.
I mean, the same thing as like I'm saying, like we want to know what's at the bottom of the ocean because we don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean.
Right. Yes.
It's just like that human drive to want to know more, to like constantly need to know what they don't know because it's scary to not know something.
Right, exactly. But that's dumb. Because, but it is dumb because there's so many things that you don't need to know about. You don't need to know what a fucking great white shark looks like from a foot away.
Yes, you do.
You don't, though.
I mean,
Malik,
you don't.
Don't play devil's advocate.
I don't. But somebody had to want to know what it looked like.
No, for sure.
Somebody had to experience a great white shark.
For sure. The question is this: do we need to make it to the like? If we tap into the possibility of becoming a simulation, majority of people who don't know how to operate in their own life are going to want to just go straight to the simulation. They're not going to want to live the human form, the human life.
And let them be dumb enough to want to do that.
That's fucked up.
Let them be dumb enough to want to do that.
But then if they all do it though, I guess that's the silver lining. The silver lining is that if all dumb people go to a simulation, they're there and we're here.
Exactly.
And
we won. We found a way to get past we don't have to kill them all or anything. Put them all in their own different world.
This is where simulation theory doesn't get to. People want to end the conversation before we get to that silver lining. Okay? Oh, we're gonna get killed by all the fucking robots. No, we're fucking not, dude.
Don't make the robots. Control it yourself.
God damn it. All right. So,
but it's like a fucking. It's not even a prison though. Like you couldn't even call it a prison. They fucking want to be there.
Yeah, but this is why the whole conversation about being in a simulation can't happen yet because we don't know what that means. We don't know the parameters. Just because like it's basically essentially it's the Matrix. The Matrix already went through this idea, but they made it so that you could go in or you could go out. But if you're in there already and the plug gets pulled on you, you're fucking dead. Yeah. So like, which honestly steals from Nightmare on Elm Street. Now that I'm thinking about it, that just hit me now. But like, that's Nightmare on Elm Street, bro. Like, you're in the dream, and if you die in the dream, you're dead. So, I guess the real lesson about both movies is it's not to not end of the dream, but it's to, you can't die. You can't die in the dream. You can't die in the false reality. That's the lesson of both of those films. Well, really, the lesson is don't let humanity go down this route. But like, if you're gonna entertain your own false reality, you mustn't die in it. And I'm gonna tie this into the next album that I'm working on right now. No, I'm just kidding. But for real though, like the idea of the next album, which is like playing the game, is basically like anything can be a game. But that's like the curse of making everything a game, is that the second you make something a game, you're tapping into the primal self. If you tap into the primal self, you're gonna be more flowing of emotion and you're not gonna be thinking about shit. So if you start playing a fucking game, if you think you a fucking gangster, and you wanna get the tats on your face, and you wanna act like you got the 9 and everything, you better be willing to play in that game, and you better be ready to die in that game, bro, because you started the game.
Exactly.
Like, motherfuckers don't understand that. Like, that's like...
We all choose the games we play. I mean...
Unless they're chosen for us,
yeah,
which is why I'm trying to, like...
Through birth or through, like, means that are beyond what we have to, like, control over. But, like... We all have these games that we chose to play.
Absolutely.
And like, if you're conscious of it or not, you fucking knew, like, the moment you did whatever you did.
For sure.
That you made that choice to play that fucking game.
For sure. But a lot of people, I think... Here's the thing. Here's the difference. The difference is that...
Think it for yourself.
No, not just that. Like, I can make an entire argument against what we should and what we should not teach kids. I can make a whole argument for that. Like, I was watching Sadhguru. Dude, I'll show you. Remember? Yogi dude, big beard, guru. He's sad.
Any guru.
Yeah, basically any guru. But the thing about Sadhguru that's really cream is that, like, he's got a sense of humor and he understands how to, like, laugh the whole way through. Like, he understands, like, it's, like, funny. Like, Westerners are funny for all the things that they put in between them and actually being happy.
Yeah.
And he'll tell you that lesson in a way that's like, all right, you guys are fucking retarded. Like, what do you come the fuck on? Like, it's within you the whole time. Like, what are we doing here? He had a kid. And I think he's only had one kid. And the question from the audience was like, what do we teach our children? Like, because all the worrying that we do, all the problems that we have, all of the ideas of like what we like should be, is obviously informed by what we're taught as a kid and what we're like modeled by and everything like that. And he said that for the first 2 years of his kid's life, like everyone that he ever took the kid around, he told them like, you're like, I don't want you to teach this kid anything. Don't teach anything to this child. And the child learned like 3 fluent languages in like 2 years and was just like, it is just incredibly like aware of everything that's like around her. Mm-hmm. And she asked, and then like something happened, and she asked Sadhguru like, you know, why do so many people look up to you? Why do you teach so many other people so many things when you've never taught me anything? And he's like, I forget like exactly like what he said, but the bottom line is that like he wanted her to just not have any leaders, because if you have no leaders, you're not bound by anything. Like, and so.
Be true to yourself.
Right. And so, this is the thing, is like, living your life is to play no games. Like, living your life is not another game. Living your life is to not play any games. To, like, truly be you. But, I don't know, man. I don't know really, like, what the answer is, because, like, I'm 24, you're, like, 19.
No.
20?
I'm about to be 21.
You're about to be 21, right. Time's flying like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
We're smart individuals because we recognize everything that I've just said thus far. We recognize that we've been taught one thing, but we also recognize that we have other ideas and we can break outside of what we were taught. So the question is even at the level, and this is an obvious thing to bring up, like, even at the level that you're choosing to do something, are you really choosing to do something, or are you really choosing to do it because you think you have to do it because of a whole set of reasons that somebody else made you think you should believe? That's a constant question that, like, you're like, you could go crazy answering for yourself, but that's why, like, the Western world, the biggest problem with the Western world really is that we just are programmed to think. and we're programmed to look at the universe and to split it apart to understand it, and we're programmed to think that intellectual intelligence, like logical intelligence, is the supreme form of intelligence. And in an effort to stop that, we need more emotional intelligence. There's a lot of kinds of intelligence, but we need more emotional intelligence than like brain smarts, like book smarts. To get to emotional intelligence, you need real experience, and you need to be unfucked with as a kid. Because the world will make you think as a kid that you don't have to care about other people. So, what do you think about that? I mean, what do you think about, like, what do you think we can do, like, moving forward? Because it's like, ultimately we have to teach the next generation, but ultimately we don't have to teach the next generation at all.
Well, the way I look at it so far, from what I've learned through life, if I have a kid, I want to teach my kid all the things that I find to be important in the world.
Yeah.
And the things that I find to be important in the world are the like things of suffering, and like, but I have to teach them like the suffering. I have to teach them about how to not have suffering at the same time. You know,
right.
I have to teach them the dichotomy of life.
Right.
And a lot of kids don't get the dichotomy of anything. They get the good or they get the bad.
Yes.
And that's all they get from that one thing. Like, they'll learn from fairy tales. The prince gets the girl. This happens. This is how it's supposed to go.
Right.
But while you show him that story, also tell him a story from life of when the good guy didn't get the girl, and like have him like think about that a little bit, like not like a big like action packed story that like some girls can't even follow, but like it's like a little like minute little thing of like it's like have him think of like okay, what if I can't always get what I want? What do I do then? Like what if I can't get past this one thing? How do I get around it? Right, like children need to be taught like problem solving.
And this is what I struggle with. This is what I struggle with because I'm a dude who did not have a dad who gave me that game, and it can be said that I'm better off for it.
See, but yeah, also because
that's the thing is that no matter what you tell that motherfucker, he's gonna do whatever he or she wants.
You're like, they can do whatever the fuck they want to do with their life.
We just gotta give them some padding. Yeah, that's like, all we can do is just some padding.
I'm just trying to give them the means necessary to deal with what life throws at them.
Right, not necessarily.
I'm not trying to guide them through anything, tell them what to do. I just want them to be able to experience the experience and cope with it.
Right.
People don't know how to cope with things. They don't know how to like filter things through to their brain so that they can understand it.
Right. I guess if there's anything to teach the kid, it's
perspective.
It's not. I guess if there's anything to teach the kid, it's just how to recover from pain. That's really the only thing you can do. It's really the only thing that you can do.
Recovery from pain and love.
Yeah, which is love. If you can teach them how to recover from pain, that's love right there. This is just something that I think about a lot because it's like
about it all the time.
It's like
I think about it earlier today. I was writing a poem about it.
Well, you're a black man in America. You know what I mean? And many of your brothers like never had anyone around them to fucking set them straight. And sometimes they had hip hop, and now they don't. And I'm just, not to bring it back to hip hop, but this is the thing: is that like ultimately like we all have our own growing up legacy. Like we all have our own path that we're gonna grow up. We're all gonna have to deal with the fact. All of us are gonna deal with the fact at the end of the day, though, that like we have to be our own teachers. Black men have to realize that quicker than others, just by default, and by like the nature of the circumstances around them.
I had to learn that. I had to be pushed into that through school.
Right.
In like 7th grade when I went to I like moved. And they had this thing where around like Father's and Mother's Day, they make you like write like these things about like your parents or like why they're like your hero or whatever or something like that. And like there's like this thing of like who's your hero around Father's Day. It like be your father figure.
Right.
But I never really saw anybody as a father figure. Even my dad, like it's like my father figure, but like he wasn't like really there.
Right.
Like they divorced and shit. And I was with my mom. So when I wrote my poem about like the father, like my hero. I wrote about my dad because my dad has some qualities that I have in myself and I see him in me, and I'm like, okay, I got some of his good shit going for me, but like at the same time, when I had to bring him to the thing, because like when you like we wrote the thing, I didn't know he was gonna see it, No clue he's gonna see it. And then they had a father-son dodgeball game.
Oh
where
my
like,
God.
well, you invite your dads to for Father's Day. And I invited my dad.
Yeah.
And they give our father the letters.
Oh my God.
And my dad reads it and shit.
They're like, all right, now beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, and it was like he reads it and he sees like he's like you didn't even talk about me much. And I was like, yeah, I know. But like I didn't know what to say.
Yeah,
because,
well, like that's the thing. Sidebar to your story is like just for any person out there who like maybe a dad or like maybe a kid that like is in this similar situation, like it's not our motherfucking job to bring this shit the fuck up. Like
Exactly.
all heads out there need to know that like it's not the youngins who are supposed to bring up the fucking family societal problems. It's y'all motherfuckers. So when you guys fail, not only do you fail us, but you fail to set the example for what we should do. Cocksuckers. Continue. Sorry.
So, I've lived since 7th grade with the saying in the mentality that I have nobody to look up to. Not in the sense that I can't look up to people because the people to look up to.
Right.
But everybody has their flaws.
Right.
So don't build.
You can't
people up
holistically look up to anybody.
I can't look up because like the people who supposed to be like my people to look up to in my life have had their times where they've dropped the ball.
Right.
In big ways to me when I was little.
Right.
So like I was like, well, damn.
And not even just that. But the bottom line is that like seriously, like the last level of understanding is like no one's perfect. That's why you shouldn't look up to them. It's not because they're like a fucking piece of shit. It's just because like there's gonna come a time where you're gonna need somebody to be there, and they're not gonna fucking be there, bro. And that's not because Malik's a fucking evil piece of shit. It's because Malik just was in like another state. Or like he didn't answer the phone. Or like it's not like
I'm going through some shit in my life.
Right, and so it's not like, oh, like I no longer look up to Malik. It's like, bro, I look up to myself because I'm the only one who's gonna get my back at the end of the day. And I'm God. Because God's in me, so God is my only man. Shout out Taxi Driver, shout out Robert De Niro. Sorry.
To bring it even closer, I recently had a experience with shrooms. Where one of my friends freaked out.
I thought you were about to say, with death?
No, one of my friends freaked out on shrooms.
I flirted with death the other day.
And me and my one friend, we were fine. We were coping. We were doing what we had to do. We were getting through the shroom experience. Well, like not getting through. We were experiencing the shroom experience. He was trying to fight it. He was like not really feeling it.
Yeah.
It was happening. He's like, I need help. Somebody help me. We're like,
bro,
you don't need help.
I can't help you.
Do exactly. No. I was like, I can't. I was like,
if you want help from the government, they may think that these like electromagnetic pulses will help you, but I can't help you.
It's like you think, we can bring that from like shrooms to real life. You may think you want the help until the help shows up.
Right.
To the help.
That's another way of looking at it. Yeah.
So no, like I was like, I'm here to help you. He's here to help you.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you have to help yourself.
That's what black folks need to realize, dude. And they're preaching it and they're getting it, but it's like, dude, like black people need to invest in black businesses. Everyone, black, white, doesn't matter. Like the idea of being an entrepreneur is what everybody needs to be on right now. And like not just because it's trendy, but because it's trendy, you're gonna get a lot of extra support right now. Like now, like there have always been motivational speakers. There's always been people that sell the fucking snake oil. There's always been people to like talk positively about some bullshit, but like the fact of the matter is this, and I'm realizing this because I'm just coming up to the age of it. I could have realized it earlier, and I've always liked business and shit, but like really, dude, like I hope people can travel the world like to like at least a couple countries so that you can fucking grasp that the fact that we live in a free capitalist society means that nobody should be complaining, and like everybody needs to start winning. Like no matter what circumstances life has set up against you, like the fact of the matter is that like the dollar is what manipulates other people.
But the problem with living in a free capitalist society is the fact that in the capitalist society it's about making the most money possible. And when somebody starts getting that lead,
other people want to step on other people. Other people don't want to let in other people who are successful don't want to let in people that are with heart. They don't want to let people in that could stop the flow of the money.
I mean, it's because like I was saying when we were watching that One Drink Champ thing, he's talking about everybody. Well, I don't know if I watched it with you, but
it's Dame Dash talking about everyone needs to be their own boss.
Everybody needs to be a boss.
Yeah,
everybody can't be a boss because
that's
then
true.
Shit doesn't work.
No doubt. But the bottom line of that lesson the most important part of that lesson is this. You can be your own boss.
Yeah, okay.
That's the bottom fucking line. It's like, yeah, dude, being a boss is not for everyone. And like, there's some projects that I want to be a part of where I don't want to be the boss.
Exactly.
I want to be part of some. If Elon Musk wants to fucking hire me tomorrow to fucking put a tire on the car, I'll put the fucking tire on the car, bro. Like, but like ultimately, like while I'm saving up for that, while I'm working that job, I have the ability to save my own money, to then put it towards a business of any kind that I want to enter.
Exactly.
And that's power, dude. Like that's some shit. Like, and the funny thing is that like I don't know. I mean. It gets taken to another level. Like, I want to talk about Kanye, and I want to talk about, like, Kanye being a crybaby about shit, but it's like, ultimately, Kanye's a man who wants to get frustrated with the fact that he's not trying to build his own business. He's trying to be part of somebody else's business, and they don't want him to be a fucking part of it. And, like, you have the capital and you have the following to do anything you want in practically any industry. But if it's not on the level that you think it is, it's gonna take time, bro. Exactly. Like, all of the, like, bro, especially when we're talking about fashion, just to get further into Kanye, is like, bro, like, we're talking about fashion. We're talking about, like, the whitest of the whitest privilege. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, though. But, like, more importantly than white privilege, like, 50 plus years in the same game, compounding generations of money and influence. Exactly. You're not just gonna walk up to Ralph Lauren and just be like, yo, like, I got this new line I want to do. Like, bro, they're not gonna want to hear shit, bro.
Like,
they're not gonna want to hear shit.
Like, you're a rapper. Like, what the fuck do you know?
Exactly.
Like,
rap just got cool.
And yes, I get Kanye went to like art school. He knows like the basics of art and shit. But like, I know the basics of art and shit too. I'm an artist. We all know the basics of art.
Yeah.
But that's like different types of color theory. It's like color theory for paintings and shit. And like when you make like paint color for words. And it's like putting colors onto fabric to fit the body in a certain way to make it look right.
Yeah.
And like, you know how to make words look pretty. Can you make fucking fabric look pretty, Kanye? I don't know.
I'm gonna break some real shit on you. This is some real shit. Okay. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Every brand carries an idea. A brand is just representative of really a collection of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Words carry ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ralph Lauren creates a clothing brand. He has a vision for what the brand is and what the values behind the brand are.
Mm-hmm.
1 million people can wear Ralph Lauren clothing, including Kanye. They may feel like they get the vision of what Ralph had in his mind, but maybe they never do.
No, they're not there. Ralph Lauren has a vision and an idea for his clothing brand, and certain people of the high fashion world who think of fashion to mean something beyond the fashion, they get the idea. The everyday man is buying into the brand image. They're buying into what the image represents.
Right.
The high class, the high.
No doubt. But okay. We're talking about people's ideas. So you never, just hear me on this.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. So like I'm saying, like, in the same way, seriously, and this is why, like, this is some real shit. Because, like, it hurts me to say what I'm about to say. But it's like, as a white dude who's given his whole life to hip hop, somebody could walk up to me and be like, yeah, but you don't really get hip hop. You don't really get black culture like black people do, like the people who made it do. And that's like a statement that you cannot prove nor deny.
But I could walk up to like Lil Uzi Vert and say, you don't fucking get black culture. You don't know what the fuck black people are about. You don't know the fucking history of black culture. You don't look at me and be like, yeah, I do. Motherfucker, you don't.
Right. And but
I get it. Like these are intangible things that I would never be able to like grasp and say that he does not know.
Right.
But through his actions,
through the actions we can determine. No doubt. But don't even think about action. Just stick to like pure like thought. I'm just saying Kanye wanting to be part of Ralph Lauren is just one person understanding a brand is one way, and another person who definitely knows what their brand is and doesn't want this motherfucker in it.
Exactly.
So that's like, you know, at a certain level, like, you gotta respect the founder. You gotta respect the people who put it down. Like, if KRS-One came out tomorrow and was like, you know what, hip-hop's not for white people, I'd be like, KRS, you're not gonna stop me, but like, I gotta respect what you're saying because you're one of the people who put this down as hip-hop. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, KRS, like, I can't get it, but I gotta respect your opinion on that. So, I guess, I'm just saying all this to say, you never know what somebody's thinking. You also never know exactly why something was created. That's why it's hard to say. Like watching, again, let's take it to like another level. Let's go to the fucking Bible. It's like, why was the Bible made? We can make 1,000 reasons as to why we think it was made because of the actions that have come after it.
But that's because anything that was made is art, and art is made to be represented through the mind of the person.
Right, but this is why...
Unless the artist is telling you directly through the art what the art means.
And this is where the conversation has to go. It has to go to, thank you, motherfucker, because this is where the conversation has to go. What is art, and what is not art? To me, it's intention. If you have the intention to create art, you've created art. If you didn't have the intention to create art, you did not create art. That to me is what it is, dude, because we can look at a word as art, but really the word was created to communicate. So what are we saying? Are we saying that all art is communication? Are we saying that anything that encapsulates an idea can be art? And I don't agree with that. Like, I can't say that because you attribute ideas to things. Therefore, dude, fucking quote that shit.
I mean, but every thought that anybody's ever had, I mean, it's not like not every thought could be like your own unique thought. But like if you had this thought and you wrote it down, that's another
thing to throw into the fire. That like we don't need you to throw that in the fire right now, Malik. Like we don't need you to go down the route of are our own thoughts ours. God damn it. So I'm talking about the result. The result.
Okay, the result.
If somebody makes something, like if you make a wheel for a car, it has a function.
It's a practical purpose.
Right, it's a practical purpose. So it's like...
So talking about practical versus artistic.
I guess that's the the conversation needs to come down to, we need better terms. We need we need to invent a few more terms to distinguish what kinds of art are which and what they are for. That's where I have to take it.
But I can guarantee you that these words are out there.
They probably are.
They're not in English. Cause
that's probably part of it.
Because
that's a whole nother fucking
language
problem.
Because
stop introducing problems.
Because the world is nothing but problems. The world is a series of problems. There will never be a time of peace in the world because there are too many people in the world to have peace.
Oh my god!
There are too many antis to every.
There
are too many antagonists to every protagonist.
Don't say that.
It's the truth.
How dare you?
It's the truth.
How dare you say that?
There will never be a time in the world where peace can be made unless there are two worlds.
And on that
note,
multiple
worlds. Yeah.
On that note, we take it to the
where everybody can choose the world they want to go live in because they can't.
We're not going back to simulation theory,
motherfucker. It's always about simulation theory.
Like ultimately, every country's gonna have their own matrix.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing.
But are like other countries just like the matrices of other countries?
All right, Malik, slow it down. Slow it down, bro. Slow it down.
Because
no, chill out for a second. Chill out for a second.
Right.
Chill out for a second. Okay. Just chill out for a second. All right. let's leave a moment of silence there for a second.
You told me to come here. I was ready to talk, motherfucker.
The one thing. Here's what I don't it's genius that there's binary code. Mm-hmm. Like, binary code is like the one unifying language that we've all found.
Music.
Well, you could bring that up too, but what is it? And this is all tying in a very beautiful way to what I was watching earlier. I was watching Gary Vee, and Gary Vee was talking about problem solving, as he always does, and he was talking about, him and Joe were talking about something they call pattern recognition. And it's obviously like what I do my whole life, but like, it's what we all do, but a lot of people don't pay attention to the patterns. And the thing is that like that's what music is. Like musical intelligence is merely any kind of intelligence is pattern recognition.
Is the thing that your brain chooses to focus? I don't know what patterns it chooses to pick up.
Well, it's stable. To me, this is the cream. I'm gonna tell you the cream. It's this, and this is why people have not begun to understand how powerful rap music is. People have not even begun to understand how powerful the rhyme is. Because the rhyme creates patterns. The rhyme is another way to create a game within a game. Mm-hmm. And when you create a pattern, what you're doing is you're leveling the playing field of what you're looking at. Like if I look at an abstract painting that's 1,000 different colors, and it's just spewed out onto the thing, your brain's gonna identify the same color first. Your brain's going to try to look for the similar color that's shown possibly like the most. Or maybe not the most, but you're looking for the patterns. You're like, oh, there's a speck of blue. Let me find another speck of blue. Your eyes are going to be drawn to it because we want patterns. Because the more we recognize a pattern, that, again, is like our primal self coming out. And like, if we're in a hunt and we need to be quiet, I'm quiet and I'm looking at the woods and I'm looking for one thing to move.
Yeah, they're breaking it.
I'm looking for one thing to break the pattern, dude. And like, that's the power with, that's part of the power of the internet. In terms of the language of the internet. The language of the internet is just pointing out the patterns. And I guess like, I mean, that's what it means to be intelligent, is to be able to identify a pattern. And for what it's worth, and what the pattern says about whatever you're witnessing it, you know, evolving. And with rhyme, you're creating a sentence that innately has patterns in it, because the pattern is the rhyme. And if I'm able to get you to focus on the rhyme, it's not so much what I'm saying in the rhyme, it's what I'm saying in between the fucking rhyme. And this is why Pac was the greatest rapper of all time. Because Pac would elongate his voice at the end of phrases to say something that everyone could relate to. Mr. Magic Flash, and Master Cast, LL Rays in hell, but that it didn't last. Eric B. and Rakim was the shit to me. I flipped the C of Dougie Fresh Show or Ricky G. Like, you're drawn to what he's saying when he's stretching out the phrase, but it's what he's saying that's in the more compact space that's more important. And that's where the game comes from. And like, I don't know, dude. To me, I just, you know, that's what Shakespeare did. And that's what I see as like, that's one aspect of poetry, and that's one aspect of all art that people haven't capitalized on entirely yet. Not capitalized in a bad way, but capitalized in a way that means like, you know, they haven't focused their energy on that. Because that's the teaching mechanism. Like,
Repetition.
It's repetition. When I was in sixth grade, I had one of the greatest teachers of all time, and his name was Mr. Cox. And it Cox. Because he was a war vet. And because he was a war, and like I don't know, I mean, we can make reasons as to why. You got cough? Cough it out. He was a war vet, and because of that, and just because of his demeanor, like, he took teaching history really, really seriously, and he taught the shit out of it. And I can't tell you anything else I learned that entire year, except for everything that went on in his class. Because he designed the whole class around preparing us to ace the test. And the way he wanted us, and all acing tests is in school is memory. And all treating your memory is repetition. Part of making repetition fun is making it a fucking game. And so he designed these like games where we would be in groups, and like there was like he like made his own game where like basically it was like you would battle up against like other groups to see who like knew an answer, or like it would be like a series of questions, and like whoever got like the most right, you would go like head to head against groups, and like whoever got the most right, like, you know, got like points or something like that, and then it would be like head to head. It would be like whoever answers like first, like from the group, like gets points for the group or whatever, and whoever like wins in the group battles is gonna get like a curve. They're gonna get like an extra amount during the test. So you wanted to learn, and it was about like the war. It was about like American history. So it would be like Revolutionary War, Civil War. Bro, I know more about the Civil War than any other war just because of that man and what he set up for us. And like, he was genius because he understood what we had to learn. But like, the bottom line is that all of it was based around repetition. Like, all of it was based around like, who can study the minimum amount so that you memorize what you need to know. Then, once you got it memorized, how can we regurgitate it enough time so that they get an A on the test? And like, dude, to me, that's like an invaluable lesson that he taught me, and like how to just teach things. You see how I talk. Every time you come around, we damn near have the same conversation.
For the most part.
For the most part. Because if we're going to teach anybody anything, we need to develop the conversation perfectly for ourselves. Among those who understand what we're putting down, because it's easier to have a conversation with somebody who understands you already. You're not feeling afraid or insecure about your own personal bias or whatever. Mm-hmm. But then I have these conversations with myself so that I understand myself when I'm getting tired, where I'm like not speaking factually enough, where I'm getting sloppy with my tone of, expression or just all these things. I'm trying to work out the conversation so that I can reduce it down to what's going to get the point across the quickest and what's going to help us move forward the quickest. You know what I mean? And not the quickest, but like sustainably. We have the same conversations over and over again, you know what I mean? And ultimately, that's all we're doing as humans in the human species. We come up and we're raised simply to just continue the conversation of somebody that came before us. We're not here to just have the same fucking conversations, but that's definitely a part of it. You're not going to be able to advance the idea that you haven't thought about thoroughly enough. Like 1,000 fucking times. So, that's why, like, with the podcast, this podcast isn't just a way to speak about this to people that are watching it right now. It's a way to be put on pressure. There's pressure on us right now to not just say the right thing, but to say something that people are going to understand and be able to take something from. You know what I mean? And yeah, the pressure of having a camera on while I'm like being the most vulnerable I can possibly be. You know what I mean? It's not easy, and
To be fair, I was only nervous about the camera until you turned the shit on. Then I 100% just like kind of forgot about it.
I was nervous about the camera like the first 20 times I ever tried to record myself. But like the couple of videos that like you've seen that like I'm not like super proud of them. I don't really care about them, but like the couple of videos where like I freestyle, like I don't give a fuck about this. I can cover this up and like I can say something right afterwards and be like, oh, I didn't mean what I just said. It's all on camera, so people know what you're really bullshitting and what you're not. But like people give people those passes. People are like, okay, you changed your mind. Oh, okay. In the moment of a freestyle, motherfucker, bro, you're either whack or you're not, and there's no in between. Okay, like you know what I mean? And
see, that's the pressure.
And it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. You want to freestyle? No. We could freestyle a little bit. Once we pull out the brew, we'll freestyle a little bit. I'm about to, matter of fact.
Can you promise that I'll perform? Since we sit here talking about pressures of a fucking freestyle.
For me?
No, me.
I promised that you would perform?
I said I can't promise that I'll perform.
Okay. That's another one. The word perform needs to be changed. Motherfuckers think perform means to just be adequate enough to do it. You know what I mean? But then we say perform and you're saying to do it right. I could have sex, but I may not perform.
True. Or I could perform the act of sex.
And it was a performance. And that's the other thing. It's like a performance. Like, the word perform can be a verb. It can be an adverb. Or it can be an adjective. Oh, that was a performance, meaning it was fake. That word needs to be fucking changed, dude. That's a serious one. That word needs to be fucking edited. Merriam-Webster and all the motherfuckers that are there. Get on it.
You can't change the word unless you got other words to take on the meanings of the word, of all the meanings that the word can like.
Right, but that's the thing. We have other prefixes that we can use.
True.
That's the thing. And like prefixes came, I think, like last. Like maybe I'm wrong on that. I gotta figure that out. I gotta look more into that. But like, dude, I'm pretty like there are so many prefixes that seem like they just got made up. Like intra, inter, like these fucking things. Like I don't know. It's weird because like in Latin, a lot of them had like way different meanings. Like I was looking up. What was the word I was looking up? It was volatile. I was like, where did the word volatile come from? Comes from the Latin root volare, which means to fly. Okay? Don't nod your head like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Volatile in our language means to fucking...
It means you fly off the handle, though.
I know, but that's an expression, bruh.
Yeah.
That's an expression.
It's an expression.
That's why it's like weird, like because a lot of the prefixes that we use, we tack them onto words in English, but the words that we tack them onto are not in like the same category of something.
That's because English is a bastardized language to begin with. English is a mishmash of like all the other languages.
It is, dude, but it's like
we still take for whatever we feel like.
It is mostly that.
English is like
It's not as creative as like Greek. Like Greek and Latin were like really creative languages.
English represents the countries that you came from.
Damn, you playing the angry black man card? No, I'm just kidding. You're like, I mean, these fucking colonists. No, I'm just
I mean,
you're like, I'm joking. Yeah.
I mean, subconsciously probably. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Did you watch Sean Spicer say that President Trump met with Martin Luther King Jr.? No, you didn't see it? Hold on.
This will be another one of them.
Hold on, dog.
Fucking
Nah, dog, you're not ready for this one.
King freed the slaves type shit.
You're not ready for this one, dog. You're not. And it was a black woman who called him out on it, and that's why it was even better. It was great. Hold on. Sean Spicer, MLK Jr. Yeah, they got him on Donkey of the Day. Hold on. Alright.
How old is Trump?
Come on, you don't got no intro music? Come on, dog.
The president has met with athletes and entertainers, but yet has not met with civil rights leaders. I mean, just the other day, he sat down with Martin Luther King Jr.
Just the other
Called
day?
him a civil rights leader. His dad was... Well, I think that he... I mean, they've been...
No, I don't think you understand. Listen to how he didn't acknowledge what the fuck was said right after that. Listen to what he said after she pointed out that he's a fucking idiot.
I mean, just the other day, he sat down with Martin Luther King Jr. I would call him a civil rights leader. His dad was... Well, I think that he has done... I mean, they've been... He's with Aveda King the other day. Thank you all. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yo, you cannot make this up, yo.
Aveda King.
You can't make it up.
God damn, he broke down.
Thank you
His
all.
brain
She's
broke.
like, these white people are out of their fucking minds.
Yeah.
Literally, like...
Who was the guy that he actually met with? Who was that guy?
Martin Luther King Jr. Like, you know,
Oh,
the
third.
third.
Okay.
Yeah, like, not that matters. I mean, what the fuck does that matter?
It doesn't. But
Like-
I just have to know who the other guy was.
Oh, this guy that was related to that dude who did a lot.
Right? I'm sure Gandhi's grandson is a great guy.
He's probably a swell fella.
Fucking
Oh my god.
sex trafficker or some shit.
Oh man. Oh, that just disgusts me. That fucking puts a bad taste in my mouth, dude. That puts a bad fucking taste in my motherfucking mouth.
I gotta go. Yeah.
You saw my main picture, right? You see the picture?
I didn't see
You didn't see that?
that. I didn't see that. That's funny.
Isn't that some shit?
That's funny.
That says a lot. That's a powerful picture. That's a powerful fucking picture. For anybody on live, I don't know if you guys can make this out. I don't know if Malik's... I don't know if any of this is even coming up. Maybe it never went to live and all of this is just hearsay. But that video is recording. We're in 1080p, by the way. We're not in 4K.
Not necessary.
And,
It's
don't
not
fucking say that.
I mean,
Don't say that.
you can shoot in 4K now.
Don't.
Just to like.
We're not settling. We're not settling for 1080p. Just because it's fucking been here for a while. It's like,
No.
1080p is like the Republican Party.
I'm not saying
Okay?
we should
4K is the Democrats.
I'm saying 4K isn't as widely used of as like.
That's why we gotta be on it first. Because eventually everyone's gonna be on it. And they're gonna be looking for the people that were on it first. And I wanted to be there.
I want to be first. We're not even first.
Who cares if I can't run at 30 frames per second? It's still better. Who cares if I can only shoot for 1 hour in comparison to like 3? It's better.
Big ass file.
Who cares if the file size makes everyone lag when they try to watch it and no one can watch it? No one.
No.
I don't care.
In the future, they'll have.
Fucking Saudi Arabian princes can watch it, and they're the only demographic that I care about anymore.
Money.
Okay? Money.
Don't have internet to run
Trump's
this shit.
president, I don't give a fuck.
You gotta have like Saudi money and technology with like Swedish internet.
With like American products.
Yeah.
That's me and my friend rolling through racism in life. We're just waiting for... Oh, I'll put the little Star Trek thing at the bottom. Oh, man. I love that shit. Shout out Joe Rogan for leading the way. Obviously, none of this is original or possible without the work that he's done. So, you know, at the end of the day, in my own defense, I wouldn't have started this if I didn't feel ready enough. I wouldn't have started this if I didn't feel like I was at a point in life where I had something to say. Where I had nothing to say. I'm starting to get high. Wow, that hit me. All right. So, other sidebar for people that are watching and have no idea what's going on. First of all, cheers. We're still alive. Okay. Hard times, but we're still here. We're still moving strong.
I'll always be here.
And really, like, the majority of people agree with the same shit. This is, like, the biggest problem with, like, what's happening in the country right now. Is that, like, majority of the people are on the same page about a lot of things. It's just that people are being manipulated to think that their argument is supporting something that that's not actually supporting. Like, there's a lot of Republicans who think that, like, just because progressives or whatever the fuck you want to call them, people on the left, they think that we have a problem with wanting to stop terrorism. And that's exactly what the Trump administration, like, wants you to think. Like, the media wants you to believe that, like, both sides are very rigid in where they stand. When in reality, like, nobody wants more violence. Like, that's not the fucking issue. The fucking issue is that...
No, they all... No.
Well, no. Hear me out on this. Like, there are white people out there right now who are racist. They don't know that they're racist. They think that they're fighting terrorism in what they're supporting. Okay? And they don't see another racist because they don't know what racism fucking is. So, right? Because seriously, like, how can a person who's racist understand what racism fuck is? How can a person who's mentally challenged understand that they're truly know what it means that they're mentally challenged? Like, maybe they understand that they're slower than other people, but they don't know what's going on in our mind until they can travel to our mind. You know what I mean? And it's like, that doesn't mean that they don't have, like, a right to, like, live. That doesn't mean that they don't have a voice to be heard. But it's like, ultimately, their motivations are coming from a place that they don't know that they're coming from. And when the fucking free world leader, like combine that with the idea of patriotism and the idea of just riding with your country, which is something that, like, is beyond America. Like, that's beyond cultural value shit. That's on a primal level of, I'm riding with my team.
It's a tribe.
Huh?
It's a tribe.
It's a tribe mentality. Absolutely. So, when they see people that are part of their tribe that are speaking against what they think is the most important thing for their tribe, they think that we're against the fucking tribe. They think that we have a problem with America. They think that we're anti-government because we're saying don't ban immigrants from coming in from specific countries, when really the motivation is their faith. Like, dude, it'd be one thing if the night after the France club shooting, we were like, yo, we're not gonna let people in from France for like a week. That would be one conversation to be had. It's not even that. It's like, nobody on our soil has ever died from the people from those countries that they banned. Not to, like, but you can make an argument for, like, wanting to stop immigrants from coming in. That's another argument. That may or may not be tied to racism. I don't think it has to be tied to racism, honestly, when we know that there are terroristic attacks. But the fact is that the media and other people are capitalized.
You would put it on population control also. Like, just like straight population control. It might just be too many people right now. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
You might just, like, deny people into your country just because there are too many people in your country right now.
You can, right, no, like, for real. I mean, there's a bunch of other reasons that can be used, but when it's blatantly because of, there are people of the same faith and there are people of the same part of the world, on top, like, that's already fucked up enough. Throw in the fact that they're refugees escaping war. Throw in the fact that none of the executive order was, like, really handled properly. Throw in the fact that there's people who I know in other countries, like Bob, the store owner downstairs, who was in India, like, worried, not coming back on the day that he planned on coming back, because, like, he did not want to be involved in any of this bullshit. On top of, like, people were detained in airports. One dude was from Jordan. Jordan wasn't even on the fucking list of the countries that were supposed to be, like, detaining people. Like, imagine trying to go home or trying to go somewhere else. You're already in an airport. You already want to kill yourself because you're in a fucking airport. Okay. Or you're like a little child who just like made it out of the war-torn country. You're like, oh shit, I fucking made it. And then you finally get there and they're like, all right, we're going to need you to like, all right, like we have to talk to you. Like you're going to have to be kept here for like a couple days. You're like, dude, are they about to kill me? Mm-hmm. You're like, dude, what is happening now? Like you just don't even know what's going on.
The problem with America is that no war of any like massive scale, well, no war that's ever done any real damage has ever touched American soil. So Americans don't know, don't have the history, don't know anything about what it even looks like. Yeah. Besides what the veterans come back and tell us, or like what we've like seen on TV, if we've even looked at the TV.
Yeah, exactly. But then the stats can even kill them even further. It's like the funny thing is that like the people who are on the right, like Republicans, they want to like live by statistics that are mostly like biased statistics. But then when you show the real statistics, they have nothing to say, and they can't do shit about it. Like, bro, more white people are killing motherfuckers in school than anything else that's really happening here. So, like, we can do the numbers versus, like, gang violence, and that's looking staggering, but there's a lot more of a reason for gang violence than there is a fucking reason for a little entitled kid being mentally ill and no one's catching it. No one's catching that this motherfucker's about to shoot up a whole fucking school. Like, no one's seeing any inclination of this. People live in their fucking reality that they want to fucking live in, thinking their kid would never do this, or thinking that they have to have guns in every fucking room. Like, goddamn Republicans, you motherfuckers have been tricked, yo. And like, the funny thing is that like, y'all think we're the ones who want to trick you, and it's like, nah, I don't want anyone to die, honestly.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I definitely don't want to get rid of guns because that's the end all be all. If I have to take care of myself,
absolutely,
I want to have a gun. If you have a gun, I want a gun. You know what I'm saying?
If you weren't pro guns before everything that just happened with Trump, you need to be pro guns now. Everyone needs guns in every household, bro. Like,
you might not need 7 guns per nigga in your household. That's a whole thing, but like, everybody needs a gun. If I get to say whatever the fuck I want, I need a gun.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean for real. And
if we get rid of guns, I want whatever the fuck is like below a gun.
No, bottom line is
I'm walking around with a goddamn like bow and arrow, fucking crossbow or something.
Listen to me.
Katana blades.
Here's another thing that adds insult to injury is that our entire country is documented as fuck. We are documented out the fucking ass, bro. Like, are there illegal people who get in? Sure. Bro, they're like laying low as fuck. Like, you never see an illegal until you went to Florida and like wanted to find one. Like, you're not just gonna like meet someone who's like an illegal like immigrant because they're not gonna be around you because they're secretive as fuck. And honestly, there's not like that many of them compared to the rest of the population. There's not that many.
I mean, but like the other thing is,
hold on,
you fucking never know they were an illegal immigrant.
Right, because then eventually they like become documented, and it was as if they never were sometimes, or they lay low forever.
Yeah, or
and you never
saw forever, and they just fucking live.
Right, they're definitely not the ones committing crimes, but
exactly because they can't fucking get caught.
But the point that I'm trying to make is that first of all, the illegal is having a harder time getting a gun. If they're illegal, they're broke. They don't have money to just like buy a bunch of fucking guns. Like the real point that I was trying to make is that we're documented as fuck. Okay, so. Like,
we're also corrupt as fuck.
Stop. Listen, we're documented as fuck. There's not anybody who's really gonna get away with anything, and like no one's gonna find out who did it. That doesn't happen. Watch any watch any episode of fucking CSI, and you're gonna see how motherfuckers never basically get away with shit. Okay, like the idea that you have to specially document people, the idea that you have to specially look at their visa or attribute to their person, their faith, that's the Hitler sign. Like, if nothing else was Hitler before, like, this is the time. So I'm saying, like, strap the fuck up is what I'm saying. And I've been saying it. And my white friends want to be like, oh, you're big, that's a violent message. Isn't that within my rights? Isn't that within my rights to bear arms? Isn't that within my rights to get a fucking gun if I want one? Yeah, it is. So shut the fuck up. Not to mention, it's only white people that want to just defend the shit out of guns all the time up until now. Like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, dude.
It's because now they winning and they don't want other people. You have to think. You have to think about this. Things get to a point where everybody starts to get things, and then white people have to like back.
Yeah.
So that everybody else feels that they need to back also.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, white privilege again.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. And that's what global warming is again. I see that with global warming in like a weird way. Not necessarily like white people, but just like the rich. It's like dude, man, if everybody hopped on the idea that global warming was real, somebody would take the most massive opportunity to capitalize off of it. Whether it was in the way of moving us backwards, could be moving us forwards. But like people, and this is what I see in every game that I've ever played, and I see it in Overwatch. First of all, fuck you Overwatch motherfuckers. Okay, fuck you Overwatch motherfuckers. Y'all are some young ass motherfuckers.
They're gonna alienate the whole room of people.
Y'all are some young ass I love y'all. But y'all do the same thing that I used to do back in the day, which is you're not gonna cheat, but you're gonna take advantage of the cheapest parts of the game so that you can fucking win every time.
It's always people like that.
There are always people like that, and then actually, like, I wrote the rules of the game for it's for the upcoming album and shit. Like, I wrote like the rules of the game, and one of the rules of the game is basically like. And like they go kind of like in order, but like one of them is like respect other players of the game and respect the game itself. If you're able to do that, you're gonna win the game more than other people who don't respect other people. Okay, think about it. Because when you respect your opponent, that means you're not gonna underestimate your opponent. That's what that is. And when you respect the game, you're not gonna blame the game. You're only gonna blame yourself.
Then you start getting to Yomi levels.
What is that? Who's Yomi?
Yomi is like this mind game. It's like levels in the mind game. It's like we used to like play like fighting games and shit.
Yeah.
At different levels of Yomi, because it's like rock paper scissors, and then you add like jumps and shit, basically.
Right.
So like it's like getting into their head, reading what they're gonna do, and then tricking them into thinking that you're gonna do something. It's just like you have
hold up now. That's another level though. That's another conversation. Exactly. That's another rule. That's another rule. That's another rule.
That's the Yomi levels.
That's another rule.
It's different levels of Yomi.
Yeah.
We're talking about basic, like...
Well, that's the basics. Yeah, no, that's...
We're talking about, like, level 1.
It's not only knowing the basics, but it's knowing all the way up to the advanced. It's being level 60 in Final Fantasy. And then once you get to 60, now we're fighting about little shit again.
Exactly.
Again. Because at first you were fighting about that. You got all the armor now. You got all the shit. You have all the knowledge. Mm-hmm. And that's what it's like. Like, that's why, like, when you play... When you watch, like, a pro play Halo... Or any other fucking... I know motherfuckers are like, Halo, it's shit. Shut the fuck up. When you watch a pro play anything, most of it, you're like, oh, this looks like any other game.
But then they do, like, special...
But there's little shit going on that, like, you have no idea, like, why they went to where they went in the map, bro. They know this person's moved 15 steps ahead, and that's why chess is the most important game to learn in all of life. Like, I'm sorry, dude. It is, dog. It is. Because chess will tell you about every other game. And it's the only thing that's defined as a game that's supposed to be a game that is that level of planning and intelligence. There's no other game that's on that level, dude, that I've found. I keep thinking about it.
I feel like there's this Chinese... I don't know the name of it right now.
Chinese checkers? What? Not Chinese checkers.
No, it's not Chinese checkers. It's a game they play where they lay, like, black and white tokens. And that game is supposed to be, like, really, like, intense also.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Check it out. But what were we talking about right before that, though? We were talking about respecting the game.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about respecting the game. Hold on. Fuck.
Go.
I might have lost it.
It's called Go.
Damn. What?
Yeah, it's an abstract strategy board game for 2 players in which the aim is to surround
more territory
than the opponent. This game
Why do Chinese people have to reinvent chess?
Because they already wrote the book of fucking war. They already wrote the fucking book of war.
Stop, bro. That was one dude. One dude.
They're out here, dude.
I know they're out here. I fucking know they're out here. It was made in the Zhao dynasty.
They've always been out here. They're thinking.
Damn. Oh my god, look at how that's a language. That's a language right there. That's Mandarin. Dude.
And imagine,
oh
you know what the best part? That's just like basic Mandarin. There's like hella dialects of Mandarin and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's insane, dude. That's so strange. It's cool, though.
I like that it's called an IPA for me.
Yeah. They're like, Chinese people drink craft beers 4,000 years ago.
You weren't even ready. You white people weren't even ready. It was being called suicide, but
Player may not place a stone. Dude, has no liberties?
We need to play this
What
game.
is going on in this game?
So we need to get this game, basically.
Yeah, this sounds like a really cool game.
Have you, if you watch like any like old school
Dude,
like
the fact that those are real people.
yeah, if you watch any old school karate movie, any old school like movie based in Japan, if they're not like the masters playing this game, there's some old dudes sitting in the corner somewhere on that like they'll be sitting there like either like in the garden or it's like on like the street. They're always playing this game. This is the game that they always play in, like when they're like playing games instead of playing chess. The Chinese version of chess is this.
I gotta play this shit. I gotta play that shit. China called Trump a child the other day. And
Trump is a child.
basically said that they fired a nuke. China fired a nuke over like Taiwanese, like a giant body of water to like send like a signal and like.
And they move missiles to their border. Cause dude, what other leader of the world
He's such a fucking idiot.
is ranting on Twitter?
Bro,
Gets mad about anything and goes, I'm going to tell Twitter.
bro, I don't care about Twitter, bro. Twitter is like, if Obama was on Twitter, that would have been dope.
You don't care about Twitter. Like,
Twitter's fine. It's just
no,
like
it's not fine.
No, Twitter is fine. The fact that what he says on it isn't fine.
Exactly.
But like him being on Twitter
he's
is
fucking
fine.
petty, dude.
Dude, bro.
He's fucking petty.
Dude, he's a dude who's a billionaire who like barely made any of that money fucking himself, and he fucking like first of all, yeah. Let's just talk about. Let me just go down that one for like just a quick little sec. Just a quick little sec for all the fucking dumbass motherfuckers out there. Yeah, again, white people who think that Trump making his money is somehow impressive. Bro, give me $100 million today, right the fuck now. See what happens in 20 years, bro. See what happens if you give me $100,000 today, bro. Bro, give me $100,000 and see if I don't make it 20 million in less than 5 fucking years.
Everybody,
get the fuck out of here.
Everybody I know is about to be eaten if I get any amount of money like that. We all about to come up.
Why? What do you got the idea?
Dude.
Don't even say the idea. I doubt you have the idea.
Dude,
Don't even say it.
Dude.
I doubt you have the idea.
Dude,
just the way you said that.
No,
it's like,
the collective is a whole thing, but then I have like multiple business ideas that I just need capital for. And I guarantee you that it's.
Any venture capitalists out there, give this guy all your money, because he has tons of experience. Deuces.
All I'm gonna say is,
You ain't got no experience dealing with no money.
motherfucker, give people chances. That's all I'm gonna say. That's how you get experience. It's the same thing as being like, that's the same thing trying to find a job.
Yeah, dude, you get that.
That's the same thing trying to find a job and everybody's saying you cannot have a job because you do not have job experience.
Oh my god, it's not the same.
It's
not the
definitely
same. It's not the same. One of them is
somebody
paying you by the hour for what you actually verifiably do. Mm-hmm. The other is somebody giving you like $50,000 up front.
Yeah, on
your word.
Yeah, when I come with a business plan.
Motherfucker,
come up with a business plan.
You ain't got no experience.
Motherfucker, come up with a business plan.
Bro, I thought the same thing when I was your age. I'm pulling that card. I just pulled that card because I was saying the same exact thing you're saying now. You know how many times I recorded?
Recorded what?
You know how many times I recorded an oral contract? Because I believed that I had the next biggest idea of all time. The bottom line is this.
But the difference between me and you is...
we're gonna play that card. Play that card.
You're recording oral contracts, my nigga. That's a whole different level of hubris that I ain't even trying to reach. I know...
Touche.
I live in my humbleness.
But that's the confidence you need.
I live in my
That's
humbleness.
the confidence you need.
I stay confident.
You know what Zuckerberg was doing? Zuckerberg was doing?
Fuck your nigga.
Telling everybody that he was gonna be a fucking billionaire. That's what he was doing.
I'm telling everybody that too, but I'm saying right now I ain't there yet.
We ain't got no... Alright, okay.
I look.
But I'm telling everybody I ain't there yet.
Exactly. That's the difference between like saying that like, oh, I'm a millionaire, you act like you're a millionaire off the bat, and saying I'm gonna be a millionaire, but always acting like you don't have shit. I won't be $1 million acting like I'm right now. I may have to change like certain things about myself to work with the world that builds that works with $1 million.
Yeah.
So I think like certain things about me have to change, but basically I'm gonna be the same fucking person at the end of my life. I'm gonna be me.
Yes, dude, you can say that until the millions of dollars come. Like, listen to me. Of course, listen, I say the same thing, and I want to believe that too, and I believe it. I believe it to the core of me. Like, I really have faith in God, not just myself. I have faith that, like, when the money comes around, I will be able to stay myself. But the bottom line is this. You've never seen that level of money before. So until you see it, you don't even know what it's going to be like.
Oh, I already know I'm gonna clown around. Everybody gonna clown around when they
I know. No, so I'm not saying. Look, all I'm saying is like, this is what I still have to learn, and this is exactly what the fuck Joe. Hold on, let me just keep talking. This is what Joe and Gary were talking about earlier. Like this exact thing they were talking about. Like, you know how many people, like, because Gary and Joe both get like 1,000 fucking emails a day about like, you know, here's my idea, it's gonna be the shit, like blah blah blah, like, you know, like I want you to invest in it, whatever. Like no one's really like investing. Like no one's really like out here like doing that much anyway in most industries, but they're especially not gonna do it if you have no monetary experience of just proof that you've been able to flip that number and make way more off of that number before. It's the same thing for anyone trying to make a film in Hollywood. Like, they can't get a film made unless you have a resume that's like, yo, I made this film because I took this money from this company. They trusted me with it. I didn't fail with it. The way that people are able to get that trust today is they have to have a brand themselves that, like, either they've already failed with or they've already succeeded with. And most times people have to fail in order to succeed. So it's like...
But why would I trust you if you failed?
Because no. Like no. You'll trust me because first of all, if I'm a person willing to invest money, I would trust somebody who's failed over somebody that has no experience at all. Because if they can give me a better game plan for this time, and I'm more understanding that they're going to do the work, then I'd rather invest in that. For real. Think about that.
Here be my thing. So I'm not the person trying to get the money. I'm the person who has the money.
Already?
Yeah,
or you're saying like in this hypothetical?
Yeah, like this hypothetical, one person already has the money.
Yeah.
Somebody comes to me, they've gone at it, they show me proof. Okay, there's like two ways of failing. Your business failed due to circumstances,
right?
Or your business failed due to you,
right?
And it is obvious.
You'll never know.
No, it's obvious. You can look into that. You can go back and look into it.
You can do your research. Of course, you can do your research. You can do your research. But I don't think you could ever know.
But if I have enough money to where I'm like investing in other businesses, then I have my own business. Which means if somebody comes to me and they have an idea for a business, I'm going to tell them straight up, I will give you a trial as like running like a store that I have or something. Prove to me that you are able to make money.
You would test them.
I would test them.
Right.
I wouldn't immediately deny anybody because they don't have experience. I would give them a test.
Yeah, I feel you on that, but when you know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna play this card for you. When you know what it feels like to make an extra $50K that you want to reinvest in someone else, you're not gonna have the fucking time or patience to just try them out. You're gonna be like, bro, come to me with the plan, or get the fuck over there.
You gotta have patience to make money though.
No, but if you're now you're entering a conversation where this is an idea that like you super believe in. Is that gonna happen? You're gonna be really skeptical by the time you make this much money.
That's that Shark Tank type shit.
No, but what do you mean?
Where people come to them with ideas, they have this business idea.
Right.
They'll tell them this shit, and either they believe in them.
They have millions of dollars, and they have enough time to sit on Shark Tank, and they're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars
to be on Shark
just
Tank.
to be on Shark Tank.
But like, just
and it carries out.
Don't have a show though. Just like do like a Shark Tank.
No, like, dude, listen. Like, when I make a ton of money, I'm gonna love to invest in other shit. But like, I can see very far ahead, and like,
I invest my time in shit. I invest my time and energy in shit now that I know.
Right.
Like,
but you believe in it.
Exactly.
Right.
I should be charging niggas all over the place with all shit I be doing for people.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't.
You could have charged me for the video. Yes.
No, not like you. Anybody, like all my friends, I do like all their shit for them all the time.
Right.
And it's like because I believe in them.
Right. But look, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, both of us do not understand what it feels like to have $1 million in the bank account and to have an inbox full of 1,000 shitty ideas with maybe a couple good ones. Because that's the other thing. Is like
I'd hire okay. If I had if I had $1 million, I would hire a nigga to go through my emails and filter all that shit out.
That's what Gary and Joe both do.
Exactly.
And that's not what you want to do, because how is that person going to make the right call for your business? How is that person going to know by the... Man, you ain't getting it.
Because I trust him.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck all that. I would never do that. You ain't... Hell nah, bro.
Dude.
Think about that, bro. Think about that, bro.
I'm going to read my emails now.
What is... That's a problem.
Because it's mostly shit.
Listen, the point is this. If you use your gut and intuition to make your first $1 million, you're not about to entrust that estate to someone else. No. You shouldn't. You just shouldn't.
Entrust to me.
Right. So to have somebody go through your emails to make the right decision of what to move forward in doesn't even make any sense.
The first person I'm going to invest in is going to be somebody who came up to me personally.
See, you still moving in this whole like I got my circle mentality. I'm like, you are the circle. I'm trying to be on that, bro. We gotta be on that, bro. We gotta be on that, and that's what, I don't know. That's all.
I'll be my own circle. Anybody come up to me.
All right, what are we on now?
If you feel confident, if all you're making hundreds of millions of dollars, you feel confident enough in yourself and your ideas and your abilities to walk up to me and you can...
No, see, you saying that, but a lot of people have dumb ideas, bro. A lot of people are dumb, bro. Donald Trump had enough confidence to run for presidency, and he's a fucking idiot, bro.
He fucking won,
okay.
He fucking did it.
But we lost. We all lost.
We lost, but he won. He had an idea. He went with it. He won.
He ain't gonna win when karma catches up. He ain't gonna win then. He ain't gonna win then. Is that a threat, Joseph? Is that a threat? He ain't gonna win then.
All I'm gonna say is he's winning right now.
No, he is not, bro. Having the whole world hate you, but you still rich.
But you're what?
Ain't winning. Ain't winning.
In his mind, he's winning. In his reality, he's winning.
It would be kind of funny if, like, this is all God's plan.
That's what I'm getting at. In his mind, his reality, in his version of his personal self, his personal life he's living, he's winning.
He's winning. You're right. No. You're right. You're right. I'd rather not win today if it means that I'm gonna not win in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'd rather be like continue streaming winning too.
Like most people live for the moment. He's living for the moment. I'll give him that one. That's a value from Kid Hartha. I'll give you that right up.
But the worst
straight up.
about people who live in the moment is that they like look to the future, but like not in like the right ways.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, they look at like what's around them right now to like immediately predict the future. When like you need to look at the past to predict the future. Actually, the past will tell you more about the future than the now.
Which gets back into the recognizing the patterns thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, which gets back into Trump's a fucking idiot. Okay, he's a fucking moron. And I see people like tiptoeing around, just coming out and saying it. You're just as dumb to me if you don't come right out and say it. Like, bro, he's a fucking idiot, bro. And like, we can like give him props for like making money. Like, we can give him props about some shit. Is he out here fucking bitches? Probably. Like, he's got like a porn star like wife.
I mean,
I fuck his wife's face. I don't care. Like,
I mean, you seen that video of his wife? Of like,
apparently he's letting like bitch. Did you know the whole like him getting peed on thing?
Yeah, Peter. No.
You didn't hear about none of this?
No.
The media is doing, his administration is doing a great job of trying to like silence this next big news story, but it's funny how motherfuckers brought it up for like a day and a half and now they're not talking about it. But apparently there's like a theory that Putin has videotapes of him getting pissed on in a hotel room by like 2 like Russian prostitutes. This is like, I didn't make this up. Somebody might have made it up. It could be a fake news story, or it could be the realest shit to ever come out, and he wants to keep it silent.
I mean, there's a lot of fake news stories going around right now.
Honestly, bro.
But that also could be a build-up that he's created to go with the fact that this might come out.
The fact that there's like a bunch of fake news. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. He wants to silence this one. This is like, I
don't give a fuck if you get pissed on. That's
what I'm saying. I'm saying, bro, like, Melania can pee on me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, Melania can pee in my mouth. No, I'm just kidding.
That's the problem with American culture. We've grown from Puritans.
We keep going up to like one up each other.
No, it's because we've come from Puritans. and our culture likes to like hide shit that doesn't matter.
Right.
Like really, we like living on appearances.
No, but I'm talking about the other side. We come from Puritans, so majority of us are liking to defy pure shit.
Because we like
that's what we are.
I like to defy what.
And God predicted this in the Bible. Sodom and Gomorrah. Look it up. Chapter 11.
I mean, yeah.
Bankruptcy.
Bankruptcy.
I'm just kidding.
But you know.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know.
Humans do what humans do.
Yeah. Ultimately, the only thing that makes me uneasy about this whole thing is just like we all just like want to know the truth, and like all of this is making the truth harder to find, and like that makes me uneasy. It really pisses me off.
It's because every individual has their ulterior motive.
But not everyone.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
Their ulterior motive may be the greater good, but like some people have ulterior motives that aren't the greater good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Like you can do things for the greater good, and your ulterior motive is I want to make things greater. But you can do things for the greater good with your ulterior motive being that.
That's Hitler.
Yeah.
That's Trump. Make America great again. Yeah.
But no. But they're going to the thing of I want to make things great for me.
Right.
Like now I'm going to make things greater for the greater good. I want to make things great for me.
Right.
Through the guise of making everything great for the greater good.
Right. And not just that, but his idea of what is America is not what America is. Like, that's the problem, is that, like, when you live in privilege for so long, you think that that's America. It's really, like, less than 1%. Like, the people he hangs around are definitely, like, not average Americans who he's getting, like, an average opinion from. It's like, he thinks that America is full of rich people, probably.
It's the world he lives in.
Yeah, I know. He's a fucking idiot.
Exactly.
He's a fucking idiot, dude. It's terrible.
He lives in this world.
But let's talk about how I'd have sex with Rachel Ray. She can make a 30-minute meal out of me anytime.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to go home in middle school, high school. Loved the shit out of Cooking Channel. Rachel Ray and that one Greek lady.
You talking about the Italian one? You talking about Ina?
The Greek. I think she's Greek.
You talking about the hot one?
Yeah.
Giada?
Yeah, Giada.
She's Italian, bro.
Wait.
Chill out, okay?
No,
give us the credit. She's Italian, bro. Giada De Laurentiis.
Trying to make sure. Wait, look her up.
Her name's Giada.
Look it up.
Don't talk about her like that.
Because I've had times where like
you talking, dude, you're definitely talking about Giada, bro. Come on, she's the hottest, bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
I thought she was Greek.
Bro, stop, bro. Well, a lot of people who are Italian, I'm pretty sure have like Greek roots. That was made up. But they have Roman roots, which a lot of Roman roots are Greek roots because they conquered the city. Okay. So, my little cousin actually just got a Greek middle name, which came out of nowhere. Leonidas.
That's dope.
It's dope, but like you gotta just laugh at that for like a little bit though. Like that's a funny one, bro.
It's funny,
that was a funny one.
It's funny, but it's gangster though.
No, it's super gangster. Like he's gonna get pussy just because of his middle name. Mm-hmm. Dude, Alex Jones and Joe are still at it. Oh my god, what are they doing? What are they talking about now? Oh god, no. Everybody that's watching this right now, turn this off and go tune into Joe Rogan live. He's with Eddie Bravo and Alex Jones. Eddie's mostly just there to probably get stoned and just be like, what? Wait a minute. I came here with my conspiracy theories, but what?
Dude.
Alex Jones is dropping fucking bombs on us right now, bro.
All I'm gonna say is Joey gave me a completely different view of Alex Jones than what came onto the screen. And he's a crazy motherfucker. He speaks in like, he speaks crazy as hell. He speaks in tangents a lot too. But every now and then he'll say something that's like right.
Are you tearing off some of that paper, yo?
Can
you please? I got scissors here. I'm just like, dude, I'm starting to like, blunts are like, I love them, dude. I love smoking them. But I'm like, dude, the paper is like, I'm not cool with it anymore. I'm not cool. No, let's smoke that.
Put it back in your ear. It'd be fresh again if you leave it in.
No. I'm just saying, like, if you just tear off like a little strip, it's a lot different than like all the paper. I'm good.
You know how I do.
That's it. Like that. I'm like, I know. I'm like a person who smokes cigarettes. Like I only smoked 5 today. That's what this is like. But like, to me, it makes a difference during the whole smoking process. It's not as much as like the after effects, but the after effects is like, dude, the more and more I like really get into like who I am as a performer, bro, I am not a performer who's gonna be able to smoke blunts like while I'm touring. like I go hard. Like, I'm not trying to like say that. I'm just trying to say like. Let's see if there's like anybody that's still watching this shit, or if the phone just died. Oh no, my phone's been going on. Are we? Okay. Okay. This hasn't been live for like a while. I don't know when it shut off, but this is going. No, I mean it's fine. It's just kind of like, what the fuck happened? For real, what the fuck happened?
I need to get used to the live thing.
No, like what happened with that? Why did that do that?
I think it'd be better with live if we could see a chat.
Do you know why it just turned off live though? Can you?
Did your phone turn on? Wait, live?
I'm like.
Cause sometimes programs are dumb, and when your phone locks, they turn on. And it's dumb as fuck. I don't get it. But that's what happens.
I'm about to like look that up really quick. I'm sure we were going strong for like a while though. Like
are we still doing podcast now?
Yeah, no, this is the podcast has been going on.
Yeah, I know the podcast has been going on, but I want to make sure we're still doing.
I just want to make sure. I probably look like a weirdo looking at the camera like this. I can actually. I mean, we could go even longer.
Alright, let's go.
What the fuck happened? I'm like, that is some bullshit, bro. Fuck you, Instagram Live. Hold on a second. How to keep Insta Live recording phone locked? Yeah, that's it. Instagram Live. Okay, come on. Because it was definitely going, and we were starting to. We had like over 10 people, and then it was going, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. By the way, we're listening to Aaliyah 1 in a Million album, which is not available in like any US store. And to anybody that's making that happen, go fuck yourself. This is one of the greatest albums of all fucking time. And you're fucking like, you're killing us by not giving us access to this shit. I'm dead serious when I say that. I'm not playing around.
The realness.
What's up?
The realness.
Dude, this is... I don't think you understand how great this album is. We listened to all of Missy's album, and I showed you some of the Aaliyah album that was executive produced by R. Kelly. But this one, I'm pretty sure this was her last one that she released, and it's all Timbaland. Dude, every single song is the shit. Like, get the fuck out of here with this song.
It's really sticky, bro.
Is that sticky? What you got?
Green crack.
Not from my dude?
No. From my nigga Yorgos. I really like his name.
Okay,
Shout out Yorgos.
Oh, you know why it may have not...
Amazing musician.
You know why maybe it didn't keep going, dude? It's because...
There's a time limit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure it ends after like an hour.
Damn, we've been going for an hour?
Bro, we've been going for an hour and a half, bro.
Really?
That's where real shit gets you.
I thought we were just going off on tangents for like an hour.
That's what it is. That's all it needs to be.
Yeah, there's definitely some realness in it, dude. Like the whole time.
Dude, are you kidding me?
There's like realness.
Get out of here, dude. That was the real shit ever. Like, motherfuckers are not prepared for what just happened. Like, I mean,
this is just episode 1.
This was just this is the surface. This is nothing.
This is just episode 1.
We barely got into it. There's only one blunt in.
We haven't even gotten to know us yet.
Gotten to what?
They haven't gotten to know us yet.
Oh yeah.
I said known enough for those.
I thought you said something different. I was like, what are you talking about?
I ain't trying to be all that.
Alright, I mean, honestly, bro, I'm about to go on Periscope because that's where I like wanted to go from the beginning. Because Periscope saves the fucking videos.
Oh, really?
This doesn't even save the fucking videos, dude.
We can go on Twitch.
I'm going to eventually. We're gonna be on Twitch. I told you I'm on Twitch, right?
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, I'm on there. I got like a lot of videos up now. But how can I...
This is gonna be hard as fuck to roll now.
I know, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand this. Why do I have to... Why am I typing...
That's a cool one, dude.
Alright, we're live on here. Damn it. But the crazy thing about Periscope, I should have just went straight to Periscope. We fucked up. We fucked up, but we know it for next time. I'm like really kind of salty though, because like... Never mind, fuck it. It doesn't matter. It's all in the past now, dude. We're living in a live world, alright? That moment's over. This moment's begun. I don't give a fuck!
The world could end at any moment.
World could end at any moment.
Shout out to Beat Generation.
Shout out. Yeah, exactly.
Check your way.
But yeah, I just want to make sure that we're getting everything, cause come on, motherfucker. There we go. Oh my god. It's a start, Malik. It's a fucking start, okay? Something new was started today. Uh-oh. We're losing some battery on the GoPro here. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that fucking means. It means it's probably dead, or it means it's about to die. Alright, I'm gonna end it and we'll start it back up.